Food defense is the process of protecting products against intentional contamination. Food defense starts very early in the production process. As soon as the crops are planted and harvested, food defense measures must already be in place. People can already start causing intentional contamination during this part of the process. After harvesting, the crops are transported to the production facilities. Food defense measures are also in place during this transport. Food defense is always in play, from the moment the raw materials arrive at the facility, throughout the production process to make the finished end product, and until the presentation of those products on the store shelves. The concepts of food defense and HACCP are very similar. The difference between them is that HACCP protects against unintentional contamination, whereas food defense protects against intentional contamination. You may have seen an example of why food defense is important on the news when needles were found in sandwiches supplied by an airline catering company. To prevent intentional contamination, Royal Steensma has prepared a food defense plan for each location. For this plan, a risk analysis was carried out to identify the dangers of intentional contamination of our products. After all risks were identified, Royal Steensma developed measures to prevent these risks. Royal Steensma applies several food defense strategies. For example, we use camera surveillance, access control, specific access control to zones with open packaging, container seals, and a self-closing gate. And we carry out surveillance inspection rounds to check that all measures are adequate and still in place. Besides the fact that Royal Steensma takes food defense measures, it is also important that all employees know how to deal in certain situations. For example, what do you do if you lose your badge or access card? You notify your supervisor immediately so that your badge or access card can be blocked and a new one can be activated to allow you access to the areas you are authorized to be in. Always seal the chemicals storage area. It is also important that new materials are always checked for abnormalities and that you are aware of who your colleagues are. If you see someone walking around you don't know, feel free to address that person and ask them who they are and what they are doing at Royal Steensma. If you do not trust the answer, notify your supervisor. After all, anyone can be a potential perpetrator.